A decade ago, almost all of the major internet platforms were American. Today, 6 of the top 10 are Chinese. I wanted our services in China because I believe in connecting the whole world, and I thought, maybe we could help create a more open society. And this is something that I worked hard on for a long time. But we could never come to agreement on what it would take for us to operate there, and they never let us in.
We need to figure out a way to win against product competitiveness with China. I mean platforms. I don't want to be using Chinese platform technologies, Chinese chips, Chinese networks, and so forth. I want American or Western stuff in that. I don't want our communications, our society, intermediated by them. It's more expensive to build chips in the US. In the last 30 years, 36 mega factories were built in China, 24 in the rest of the world, 0 in America, because our cost of construction is too high. You're going to have to subsidize that. This is straightforward economics. For national security, we need to pay a little extra to have control over this essential part.
I've made sure that the most advanced American technologies can't be used in China, not allowing to trade them there. Frankly, for all this tough talk on China, it never occurred to my predecessor to do any of that. I want competition with China, not conflict. I made it real clear to Xi Jinping that we're going to compete fully with China, but we're not looking for conflict, and that's been the case so far.
And I think it increasingly became clear that China was becoming a peer competitor of the United States. I believe that the relationship is not going to get better. 50% of all the AI talents in this country were trained by Chinese universities, 17% trained in the United States. Right. That statistics suggests that China has the ability to produce talent, and America has the ability to attract talent to this country. Mm-hmm. So they will continue to compete in the years to come.
Do you believe that the Chinese government steals technology from U.S. companies? Start with Mr. Cook.
I don't know of specific cases where we have been stolen from by the government.
So you don't believe that the Chinese government's stealing technology from U.S. companies, or you're just saying that not from yours?
I'm saying I know of no case on ours where it occurred, which is I can only speak to firsthand knowledge.
Mr. Pichai, do you believe that the Chinese government steals technology from United States companies?
Congressman, I have no firsthand knowledge of any information stolen from Google in this regard.
Mr. Zuckerberg?
Congressman, I think it's well documented that the Chinese government steals technology from American companies.
Yeah, thank you. Mr. Bezos, you're on mute.
Mr. Bezos, I believe you're on mute.
I'm sorry. I have heard many reports of that, and I haven't seen it personally, but I've heard many reports of it.
So of all the different products that Amazon carries, you haven't seen that in any of the companies that sell products on Amazon or your company yourself?
Oh, well, certainly there are knockoff products, if that's what you mean, and there are counterfeit products and all of that. But the Chinese, if the answer is the Chinese government stealing technology, that's the thing I've read reports of, but don't have personal experience with.
It's so important for China and the USA, two great countries working together, the supporting economy, keep people prosperity, share a lot of technology together. And for so many years, China and U.S. have been working together. There's a problem. That's very natural. If there's no problem, that's not natural, right? So when the problems, we have to solve the problems. We should not create more problems.
Live in Singapore. Of what nation are you a citizen?
Singapore.
Are you a citizen of any other nation?
No, Senator.
Have you ever applied for Chinese citizenship?
Senator, I served my nation in Singapore. No, I did not.
Do you have a Singaporean passport?
Yes, and I served my military for two and a half years in Singapore.
Do you have any other passports from any other nations?
No, Senator.
Your wife is an American citizen. Your children are American citizens.
That's correct.
Have you ever applied for American citizenship?
No, not yet.
Have you ever been a member of the Chinese Communist Party?
Senator, I'm Singaporean. No.
Have you ever been associated or affiliated with the Chinese Communist Party?
No, Senator. Again, okay. I'm Singaporean.
Let me ask you some hopefully simple questions.